Hi, this is Trevor Conquergood. Welcome to this week's RNK Software Club's video for the week. And our topic for this week is how you can create text that will follow a very specific path that can match your embroidery designs, making it easy to update the text and have it kind of match the design. So to get started, we're going to pop onto my workspace, and I've opened a design that you would find in your RNK Software Club's free monthly designs under March of 2021. That's where you'll find the farmhouse sketch. And the cool thing about this design is that you can easily change the text. And so when I click on it to select it, it's all grouped together. So I need to click ungroup so that I can specifically select on the text. And notice how I can just add in the word our to the beginning and say apply, and the word our farmhouse perfectly fits along the top of this design. And essentially that is because we created a custom baseline for the text that matches the embroidery design. And so now you could easily put in here the family cottage and click apply. And it's going to change that text and it matches my embroidery design. And so the question is, how do you do that, Trevor? And so to be able to do that, you'll need to know a little bit about text kind of in general, and how you can, so let's start from scratch. So we'll click on the text tool, and there are different text options, and it's this one here that's called path. Put your text along a path. And notice when I click to get started, it opens up a list of like all the different paths. And the blue ones will be ones that I have created and added to my program. The red ones are the ones that it starts out with. So I guess the point is you're allowed to make your own, and you can find a path that seems close to what you want, and put any text along it. But the trouble here is that it doesn't seem to perfectly match the oval of my design. And so how do you create a custom text frame is, I guess, the question. And so to be able to do that, you'll need to first of all select your text, and then you're going to right click over top of it and go into what's known as edit text mode. And when you're in the edit text mode, you can see the baseline. That is, of course, when you get the little blue and gold handles that you can use to slide your text along your baseline. If you want to edit the baseline, then you need to right click again. And this time you can choose edit baseline. And so notice that I have the ability to move the points of the baseline. And if I want my text to kind of update to it, I right click, because right click is always kind of like complete what I'm doing. So you can start again, right click, edit baseline, and you can move the points of the baseline to be, wherever you think you want them to be. And so in this case, I'm kind of like trying to move them, so that they line up with my embroidery design, kind of like this. See how I did that? And you can even come in, and if you need to, you can right click and add more points to your baseline, and you can make, literally any baseline that you want to. When you right click, the text will update to it. And so, obviously you need to, kind of make your baseline however you want it. And so you can, modify those points until you're happy. And when you right click, it will update the text to it. Now, also in the right click menu, you have the option to export the line. So this is if you want to save it for use in another embroidery design. So right now we've made our text to, with a frame that matches the top of the embroidery, and you could put in any text you wanted in here and hit apply, and it will, match around the top of your embroidery design. But if you felt that you wanted to save that line for another time, to use in a different design, then you need to right click to go into edit text mode, because notice I'm in select mode, so I have to start with edit text mode. And then when I'm in the edit text mode, I can right click to choose either to edit the baseline, or in this case, to export the line. And it brings up, and it takes me right to my font baselines for folder, and you can give it a name, call it Trevor's line, or any name that you think is appropriate, but then when I save it, and so now if I start a new text with my text tool and I choose from a frame, in my list of frames, there will be one that says Trevor's line. And I've saved it to use kind of over and over again. And so that is how you can create your own custom baseline, and then how you can then save it if you wanted to be able to use it again later. And we hope you enjoyed this week's RNK Software Club's video for the week. Until next week, have a great day, and bye for